Hello BookTube. I have a short video for you today because I got a package and it has two books in it. One is for me and one is for my dad. And so I'm going to open it in front of you because I think people might like unboxings. So let me rip this open. Okay, so the first one is for my dad, and this is, he's interested in politics and economics and non-fiction books, and this is one that he wanted called The Death of the Liberal Class by Chris Hedges. And so I don't know what, I'll read it out to you. I don't really know what it's about. In this devastating book, Chris Hedges examines the failure of the liberal class to confront the rise of the corporate state and the consequences of a liberalism that has become profoundly bankrupt. He argues there are 5 pillars of liberal establishment: the press, liberal religious institutions, labor unions, universities, and culture, and that each of these pillars, more concerned with status and privilege than justice and progress, sold out the constituents they represented. In doing so, the liberal class has become irrelevant to society at large and ultimately the corporate power elite it once served. Totalitarian and proto-fascists, including the American Tea Party movement, ridicule it and its values. The promises of these movements are fantastic and unrealistic, but their critiques of the liberal class are grounded in a disturbing truth. History has shown time and again that when the liberal class ceases to function, as happened in Tsarist Russia, Weimar Germany, and the former Yugoslavia, it opens a Pandora's box of evils that infect civil society. I wonder when this was published. 2011. So also before the era of Trump. So yeah, that's The Death of the Liberal Class. And this one is for me. This one I saw on the year-end list that Steve always produces. And this was, I believe, #1 in the nonfiction list. Or maybe it might have been history. This is To the Success of Our Hopeless Cause. The Many Lives of the Soviet Dissident Movement by Benjamin Nathans. And there's a couple quotes on the back, but I want to read you the blurb here. Beginning in the 1960s, the Soviet Union was unexpectedly confronted by a dissident movement that captured the world's imagination. Demanding that the Kremlin obey its own laws, an improbable band of Soviet citizens held unauthorized public gatherings, petitioned in support of arrested intellectuals, and circulated banned samizdat texts. Soviet authorities arrested dissidents, subjected them to bogus trials and vicious press campaigns, sentenced them to psychiatric hospitals and labor camps, sent them into exile, and transformed them into martyred heroes. Against all odds, the dissident movement undermined the Soviet system and unexpectedly hastened its collapse. Taking its title from a toast made at dissident gatherings, To the Success of Our Hopeless Cause is a definitive history of a remarkable group of people who helped change the 20th century. So that's the first paragraph of the blurb for this book. And yeah, I'm excited because it has been approved officially by Steve. And that means that it is almost certainly going to be good. And this is a hardcover thing. It was fairly expensive, and it's a pretty big one, about 600 pages, it seems like. So now I have this, and that's pretty much it. So, thank you for watching BookTube, and I hope you guys enjoyed the little unboxing, and goodbye.